Hello, beautiful people. I am Marvina. I am an author and a certified domestic violence advocate. The reason I came on today is because something's been heavy on my heart ever since I watched the movie Aretha Franklin. And you know, that's the thing is, this has been something that's been going on for a while. But for some reason, after watching this movie, I feel like I have to say something about it. There's a scene in the movie where I'm trying not to give the movie away at the same time while I'm talking about it, because I know many of you haven't seen it. But Aretha was molested. And the big issue that I recall lately with the celebrities getting in trouble, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. Now the thing is, I'm going to say this part because there was a debate. A lot of people don't believe Bill Cosby or R. Kelly are guilty. And they may not be. I don't know. I have my opinion, but that's not even important right now. But the thing is, somebody said that R. Kelly wouldn't be, it wasn't a big deal about R. Kelly, but it probably didn't happen because where were the parents? People want to blame the parents when they're other people's kids have been molested. Now the thing is with that, I made a point that you don't have to be outside your home and get molested while your parents are home. And there's a scene in the movie that proves this with Aretha Franklin. So my thing here is, I have spoken with many women and even some men who have been sexually abused, molested, raped, violated in some sort of way. Yes, this is a very uncomfortable conversation. This subject is really uncomfortable, I know. But it really needs to get addressed, because the reason the molestation, the rape, sorry about the noise, you guys, I'm outside. It was such a beautiful day. I didn't want to be inside today, enjoying this beautiful weather. But the reason this rape, violation, molestation is continuing is because when children are sexually violated, they portray that onto the next person. And unfortunately, some adults tend to do this to the children way after they know better. But because these things don't get taken care of, people don't want to acknowledge it, people don't want to get help, it continues. Sadly, it continues. There are so many stories I could share, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to say we need to find a better way to stop this madness. This sexual molestation, rape, sexual abuse, any type, should not continue to go on way past childhood molestation. It has to stop. It could. Now, my thing is, I was told, which I didn't care, because see, thinking about my generation before me, my mom and, you know, other people's moms of that era, age, whatever you want to call it, they were raised differently. Some were a little laid back with their approach in parenting. Some were a little too strict in their approach in parenting. But who's to say what's too laid back and what's too strict? Only the child. Because my mother was laid back, and my goal was to not do those things that she did, because I felt like I could have avoided some things that happened to me by doing it differently with my child. So that's usually our goal. So I'm just hoping, because I wanted to put an end to certain things. I had my stories too. I have things that has happened to me. And now I personally am trying to work on some things that shouldn't have happened. But I can't say it shouldn't happen, because I believe all things happen for a reason. And if it means it's going to make you stronger, then hopefully that's what it ends up doing, so that you can spread the word on whatever happened in your life, so things can be better for the next generation. Unfortunately, a lot of people who were abused this way tend up being alcoholics, drug addicts. And Oprah has a great book that I've been reading, almost done with it, What Happened to You. We often ask, we see people drunk, laid out, being promiscuous and doing things that seems abnormal to us. And we always like, what's wrong with them? What's wrong? No, the question is, what happened to them to cause them to be the way that they are? Because that's basically how it ends up. And when things bad happen to us, we tend to try and find ways to relieve the pain. Some people choose alcohol, some choose drugs, and unfortunately, a lot of people have committed suicide because they no longer, even as adults, I hear people say, oh, that happened in childhood, that's over with. No, those things stick with you throughout your life if you don't get them taken care of and handled. It's sad. It's sad that so many people have to deal with this type of hurt and not get it taken care of. But my goal, I'm hoping to be able to convince somebody that if you were a victim of any type of sexual abuse, molestation, rape, that you can get the help you need, because the people coming after you are going to need that voice to let them know that it's okay to admit to it, this secrecy stuff. A lot of people are too ashamed to admit to it, but that's where the help comes in at, when you know you need it and you get it. It's time to start healing people, because I'm personally am tired of just turning on the news and listening to seeing news breaks coming on my phone about this person being harmed. And then a lot of people aren't talking about it. A lot of people are keeping it secret, and that's where the problem comes in at. I'm not telling you to go out and admit to people what happened to you, but if there's a way you can find help, get somebody professional to talk to that's going to help you put things in perspective, please do it, because we really need to change. A lot needs to change. Okay, it's Marvina signing off. This is When Women Empower Women in Need. Y'all know we win. We got to keep doing it for each other. Enjoy this beautiful, blessed new day.